In my Business Warrior Mindset video, I stress how important it is for more of us to acquire STEM skills to get a competitive advantage over others in this economic war. This video will go into details on getting into the career, job interviews, and business idea planning. I'm John, the CEO. Let's get you caught up. Before I continue, it seems that some of our people like to copy some of my concepts and buzzwords and use them to sell stuff on their channels. Why, folks? Why? Imitation is indeed a form of flattery, but I'm not flattered. All you gotta do is give a brother proper credit, huh? Just give a brother some credit, the way true scholars do. Don't copy others just to get clicks and likes on your page or channel. Not cool. I only do original content because it is geared towards what I do, which is technology, business consulting, economics, and learning from our business past to forge a stronger future for all of us. I'm all about coaching you on how to be a business warrior, and I have a university degree in this stuff. The latest cloud computing certifications plus 30 years experience in automation and business process engineering, including the kinds of complex supply chain logic I talked about in my videos on how black women lost their hair and beauty care industry to Korean businessmen who now tightly control that supply chain thanks to Democrats and Republicans in Congress, by the way. It was a Democrat who advised them on how to strengthen their DC lobby back in the 70s. Few others have qualification in this stuff, and those who continue to repeat what I say without giving proper credit will be exposed without me lifting a finger because they're all talk without having the expertise to execute, like me. They only care about taking your money and making you feel good that they know it all when they know nothing. But if I see repeated offenses, I will expose people. So let's be partners in helping our community and not crabs in a bucket. All right, I said enough on that topic. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so I can help more of our people become better business warriors and have better paying careers. One of the ways to help more of our people become business warriors and corporate hustlers is to help you acquire the right weapons to build a warfare foundation. We all can't just go out there and start businesses without having more money, right? You know all this too well. So the way things are now, our collective net worth is near zero. And as Dr. Claude Anderson has warned repeatedly on Dr. Boyce Watkins' channel, we're being increasingly replaced by immigrants, and also robots too, by the way. No shade to them, but I am seeing an alarming rate of immigrants in higher paying jobs all around me in corporate America. It's going to be harder and harder for us to claim racism when foreigners as dark as me are more numerous than our own native brothers and sisters in STEM jobs. Moreover, our incomes stay lower than others, and unemployment is higher among us than other groups. So when I analyze ways to strengthen our ability to create a new class of business warriors, I first see a wealth and income problem. One solid way we can overcome this is by entering careers that are based on STEM skills and majors too in college. Another way to overcome is to improve how we interview for jobs and how we negotiate salaries and hourly rates. This is phase one. If we can accomplish these two over the next 12 to 24 months, we will get way ahead of the curve. But we have to act now and decisively. No more procrastinating. No more waiting for someone else to come rescue us. Warriors don't wait for the enemy to save them. Say that again. Warriors go get weapons. So I'm going to help you get them with this video and other videos in my Business Warrior series. After watching this video, if you're able to go out there and execute like a business warrior without additional help, just message me to let me know how things are going so I can share that testimonial and motivate others. But if you need additional help, let's set up a paid one-on-one session on Zoom, Skype, Microsoft Teams, or other video chat app that I may have. If you need regular monthly help, sign up on our Patreon or website. As I said in another video, our primary problem when it comes to accessing money, besides the fact that our ancestors have been robbed of their generational wealth and given no reparations, despite what they tell you in history books, we got none, is that way too many of us choose careers poorly and pick the wrong majors in college. The college major problem alone has left us with disproportionate amounts of student loan debt. Sadly, most of us are first-generation college students, so we have no one to coach us on the best majors to take. And college guidance counselors, bless their hearts, aren't much help because they're not out here in these corporate streets like I am. They have comfortable offices at universities and colleges with retirement plans and all the comforts in the world. But I've been out here in these trenches, business warfare, for 30 years. So you do the math. Who would you trust to give you the right advice about majors and colleges after college? Moi. I know some of us are proud to be in college, representing our families. Good. So we think any old major we choose is fine, just as long as we get that degree. No. This is an outdated notion that benefits colleges and the banks who fund your student loans. The degree is not your end game. You need the right skills to wage war out here in business. If this world loves money and you want this world to pay you lots of that precious money, do you really think they'll just hand you $100,000 a year for a criminal justice degree? Do you think lovers of money care about your degree in history, sociology, black studies, women's studies, fashion, music, creative writing, English, communications, fine arts, etc.? Look at it this way. Let's say you inherited $500,000 in a trust fund, right? The only criteria for you to get it is that you have to continue the family business, which is in commercial real estate. Let's say commercial real estate construction. You find out it takes half of that money just to operate every year, and another half of that money goes to an architectural firm. You figure you can hire an individual architect for less at $75,000, saving 50 stacks a year. You solicit an architect on LinkedIn and you get 2 resumes in response. One of those resumes is someone who is a certified degreed architect with 5 years experience. The other is from someone who took one architecture class in college but majored in Spanish. Which one will you offer the $75,000 to? I'll let your common sense answer that one. But this is the decision that hiring managers make all the time. I know because I have been on both sides of the hundreds of job interviews over my career. These managers have to sometimes sift through hundreds of resumes. They are increasingly using machine learning bots to quickly go through your resumes to see if you have the right skills and degrees or not. Your criminal justice major will get quickly eliminated from well-paying jobs. Why set yourself up for failure? I've heard many of us justify our majors explaining, quote, I want to help free my cousin from prison because of a crime he didn't commit, or, quote, I'm passionate about being a movie star in Hollywood, so I want to major in acting and go to Hollywood and all that kind of stuff. I understand this passion, but folks, take your emotion and feelings out of it. Our median and average incomes are very low, and it's not all because of racism. When it comes to war, you can't be worried about your preferences and feelings. That won't stop your enemy. You have to compartmentalize your emotions and have a strategy for making more money. If you get a STEM skill, you can make enough money to free your cousin from prison or buy your own movie production equipment and market the film yourself on social media. So once again, we have to stick to STEM skills. If you are graduating high school, then I beg you, only do STEM majors in college. Right now, my field, computer science, has been red hot for decades and averages more money than almost all other majors. Engineering is right there with it. Artificial intelligence, machine learning are replacing a lot of repetitive manual jobs, and you know this means that we'll get hit the most. Anyway, science and medicine, especially surgery specialists and biotech medical researchers, are backing that Brinks truck up to the bank. So why do you let whites and Asians have all the fun, to paraphrase late black billionaire Reginald Lewis? Stop picking struggle majors that put you in the unemployment line and drag our community's net worth further down to zero. Together, we can control this. If you need personal help picking a major, message me for an appointment. I'll try to work within your budget, of course, as I said earlier. But also keep in mind that this help will get you paid. I'm living proof. Next step after getting that STEM major and graduating with the right degree, you'll need help landing that first job or opportunity. Few of us will have a great business idea right out of college, which means that most will be looking for a job. But if you're blessed with a keen entrepreneur mindset, then use your STEM skills to come up with a unique technology-based solution to a particular problem that people have. Your ideas do not have to be 100% brand new. It can simply be an improvement over stuff that's already out there. In fact, most entrepreneurs come up with ideas that are improvements on others' ideas. Sketch out the solution using something like Microsoft Whiteboard or similar. This app is good because you can easily brainstorm on your computer or phone on an endlessly large canvas, and then save it to your phone or your disk. You can easily erase and expand your ideas in this app, change your writing device, change pen colors to color code the different components in your sketch, etc. Once you have your idea sketched, it's time to create some kind of business plan. I won't have time to go into business planning details here in this video, as there are plenty of sources online to help. But don't overthink the business plan. This overthinking has stifled many would-be entrepreneurs. The plan doesn't have to be perfect or complete up front. You want to evolve it over time as you mature your business idea that you sketched earlier. But the ultimate goal is to use the sketch and business plan to seek funding, either from an angel investor or a full-blown venture capital firm. Bank loans like SBA loans are a last resort as they carry increased financial risks. An angel investor is a wealthy person or group who provide funding without the formality of a venture capital firm. These VC firms want a full-blown business plan, marketing plan, at least 2 or 3 independent board members on your team, etc. Angel investors don't always require all of that, but usually require you to go through their business incubator, which is a business office where they provide you computers, office equipment, and a business coach. My homework assignment to you is to search online for business plans related to your particular idea. Research angel investors, venture capital firms, and SBA loans, Small Business Administration, which usually requires you to work with SCORE, S-C-O-R-E. I will do videos on these soon, but let me know how it goes in the meantime. For the rest of you who will go on to careers in the corporation, you still have to think like a business warrior. Your mindset has to be weaponized. You're not looking for a job when you apply. The company desperately needs your STEM skills. You bring something to the table of equal value to the money they offer. So do a SWOT analysis, strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threats, of the companies you want to provide your STEM service to, and make sure you address how you will use your STEM skills to improve their strengths, turn around their weaknesses, profit from their opportunities, and mitigate their risks. As Sun Tzu once said, you need to know your enemy. Keep your friends close and your enemies closer. By doing a SWOT analysis of the companies you want to work at, you get to know your enemy very well, so to speak. Yeah, it sounds a bit harsh to view a company as an enemy, and I don't mean you have to be angry and hateful at them. Just as Jesus said, love your enemies, right? So what I'm saying is that any company you work at, whether as a permanent employee or contractor, I'll do another video about the difference later. That company can fire you at any time for any reason. This is especially true for right-to-work states. Other countries have different laws, but the companies know how to get around them. Long story short, you have to always be prepared for that act of war against your income and have a strategy to defend your wealth. Don't get too comfortable with any job. Finally, with your SWOT analysis in your mind, your job interview is the first impression you make with the company. It is a chance for you and the company to gather intelligence on each other. You have to present a confident appearance and look the part, right? I don't have time in this video for the details of job interviewing, but book an appointment with me and I'll set up a Zoom call to do a practice interview if you want to. It's up to you. Also, there are plenty of online resources on how to do the job interview. One last thing I'll cover is how to negotiate pay. This is an area too many of us fail in, which is why our average incomes are lower than others, especially our women who have very low average incomes. Our mindset is all wrong when it comes to asking about pay. We feel it's awkward to push for more. Nonsense. Stop that. Negotiating pay is a battle in a war against a world that loves money. Let it sink in. You can't be weak or meek in this area. You have to seize your value. Having a STEM skill makes it much easier because workers are always in short supply, and short supply means high demand from companies, which in turn means higher income. So if the job you apply for, say, is $90,000 a year, and you know the average incomes are about $95,000 a year, ask for $100,000 a year. You politely ask this way after a successful job interview, quote, I know the job description said the pay is $90,000, but I can deliver more value. Can we try, say, $100,000, unquote. Folks, there is no harm in asking. Ask and the door shall be open to you. If you don't ask, you'll never know. Life is about taking risks, and in war, risks are all around you. This negotiating tactic has been especially difficult for many women, which is why their incomes tend to be lower than men. It's understandable as they worry about offending the hiring manager, or the risk of losing a job opportunity means they won't have a way to take care of their children that they're raising alone. I get it. I get all that. But with average incomes not much above poverty, you're going to have to take more risks. In all my 30 years, I have never seen a company get mad that I dared ask for more money. In fact, they already expect it. They're like car salesmen. They know every aspect of pay negotiations. So you have to play the game too. The worst that can happen is all they'll say is no, or they might surprise you with a counteroffer to meet you halfway. But never settle for a job sticker price. You bring to the company at least 4 times the value of the income they're offering you. Remember that. So move and negotiate accordingly. Most job candidates don't look at job interviews this way, especially our people. Again, this world loves money, including the company that pays you your salary. Therefore, you're going to be fighting the income war for yourself and the black community as a whole. Yes, you represent all of us, whether you want that responsibility or not. If they see more of us approach job interviews this way, their false impressions of us will fade away. Image is everything, so dress as if you're going to war. If more of us do this, we will see our incomes rise along with our net worth. Okay, I'll leave it right there for now, business warriors. Be sure to like, share, and follow us so that you get notifications for the next battle video. Until then, war and peace, my friends. I'm John, the CEO of AffluentBlacksofDallas.com. Thank you.